Silence is not the absence of sound, it is the presence of wisdom. The world is full of noise voices pulling you in every direction, telling you who to be, what to say, and how to live. But the secret to accessing the fullness of life lies in mastering the art of silence. It is in the stillness that you gain clarity, direction, and strength. Silence does not mean passivity, it is a strategy, a discipline, and a gateway to divine revelation. Silence demonstrates a profound mastery over oneself. It is not merely the absence of sound, it is the evidence of control over your emotions and responses. When you choose to remain silent in moments where others might speak impulsively, you reveal strength that is rooted in discipline and wisdom. This strength is not about physical might or outward show. It is the inner resolve to remain unmoved by provocation, unshaken by pressure, and undisturbed by the chaos around you. Silence is a sign that you understand the value of timing. It reveals a deep awareness that not every situation demands your voice and not every battle requires your engagement. Words spoken in haste often bring regret, but silence brings clarity. It is in the quiet moments that you process, reflect, and position yourself for the best response. People who are quick to speak often reveal a lack of preparation, but those who choose silence show they are in control of themselves and their environment. True strength lies in your ability to control what you release. Silence is not passive, it is intentional. It means you have assessed the situation, recognized what is worth addressing, and decided to reserve your energy for what truly matters. When you are silent, you create an air of mystery, a presence that commands attention without needing to demand it. Others begin to notice that you are not ruled by emotions or external pressures. Instead, you operate from a position of purpose and strategy. When you master the art of silence, you reflect a level of maturity that few achieve. It is not about suppressing your voice, but knowing when and how to use it for maximum impact. Silence is a shield, a tool, and a weapon that speaks louder than words ever could. It is through silence that you exhibit the power to govern yourself, and in doing so, you become a person of influence and authority. Your vision is one of the most precious gifts you possess, and silence becomes the shield that protects it. Not every dream is meant to be shared openly, and not every ear is prepared to understand what you have been entrusted with. Silence serves as a safeguard, ensuring that the seeds of your vision are not scattered prematurely on unprepared soil. When you speak too soon about your aspirations, you risk exposing them to criticism, doubt, and even envy from those who lack the capacity to see what you see. Great visionaries understand the importance of timing and discretion. Just as a gardener does not reveal a seedling until it is strong enough to withstand the elements, so too must you nurture your vision in private. Silence allows you to focus your energy on growth rather than on defending your ideas against opposition. When you guard your vision, you create an environment where it can mature without interference, allowing it to take root and develop into something powerful. The early stages of a vision are delicate. They require attention, care, and the right conditions to flourish. Silence gives you the space to refine your plans, align your efforts, and prepare for the inevitable challenges. Speaking prematurely about your goals can invite opinions that may distort or discourage your progress. By remaining silent, you maintain control over the direction of your vision, ensuring that it aligns with its purpose rather than being shaped by external voices. Silence also teaches you the value of discernment. Not every person you encounter will celebrate your dream, and some may even seek to undermine it. By keeping your vision guarded, you allow yourself the opportunity to identify the right people, those who are meant to support, inspire, and collaborate with you. Silence acts as a filter, revealing who is truly for you and who is not. Guarding your vision with silence is not about secrecy, it is about stewardship. It is about recognizing the value of what you carry and ensuring that it is presented at the right time, in the right way, to the right people. When you speak, let it be with confidence and clarity, knowing that what you share is fully prepared to stand on its own. Silence is not withholding, it is a wise investment in the future of your dream. Listening is one of the most powerful practices you can cultivate, and silence is its foundation. In a world filled with constant noise and endless distractions, the ability to quiet your mind and truly listen is a rare and valuable gift. When you embrace silence, you open yourself to a deeper dimension of insight and understanding. You create the space for divine direction, for clarity of thought, and for the wisdom that often comes not through speaking, but through hearing. Silence allows you to tune into what truly matters. It is not about the absence of words, but the presence of intentional focus. In moments of stillness, you can hear the whispers of guidance that often go unnoticed in the chaos. This guidance does not come in the rush of noise or the frenzy of activity. It emerges in the calm, in the pause, in the reflective quiet. Silence is the language of the soul, and when you engage with it, you unlock answers that were hidden in plain sight. The discipline of silence teaches you to listen beyond the surface. It sharpens your ability to discern what is being said, not just by others, but within yourself. It is in the quiet moments that you confront your deepest questions, seek clarity for your next steps, and align your decisions with your purpose. Silence allows you to filter through the clutter of opinions, doubts, and distractions, focusing instead on the voice of truth and wisdom. Listening through silence also requires humility. It is an acknowledgement that you do not have all the answers and that wisdom often comes from sources beyond your own understanding. When you listen, you position yourself to receive, to learn, and to grow. Silence creates the posture of readiness, the openness to hear what is being revealed to you, whether through circumstances, through others, or in the stillness of your spirit. True listening is an act of patience and trust. It requires you to resist the urge to speak prematurely or act impulsively. Instead, you wait, you reflect, and you prepare yourself to respond with intention and clarity. In listening, you find direction. In silence, you find peace. And when the time comes to act, you do so not out of confusion, but with confidence, knowing that the path you take has been guided by the wisdom found in the quiet. Mastering your reactions is one of the highest forms of discipline and wisdom. It requires you to rise above the instinct to respond to every word, every action, or every offense that comes your way. Silence in the face of provocation is not weakness, it is strength under control. It is the deliberate choice to prioritize purpose over emotion, to value your peace above momentary satisfaction, and to understand that not every confrontation is worth your energy. When you choose silence, you demonstrate mastery over your emotions. You acknowledge that your feelings are valid, but not always fit to lead. Reacting impulsively often results in regret, as words spoken in anger or frustration can wound others and damage your own integrity. Silence, however, gives you the power to pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with your values and goals. It is in the pause that wisdom is born. Silence in the face of hurt or misunderstanding also shows maturity. It reveals that you understand your worth and refuse to allow others to dictate your emotional state. By choosing not to react, you free yourself from the control of others' actions or opinions. Instead of being drawn into unnecessary conflicts, you rise above them, maintaining your dignity and preserving your focus on what truly matters. Silence is not an act of surrender, it is a strategy. It allows you to observe, assess, and respond at the right time. In silence, you can listen for clarity, discern the intentions of others, and choose the most effective way to address the situation. Many battles are won not through loud arguments, but through quiet wisdom. Silence often disarms the aggressor, leaving them with no fuel for their fire and no power over you. When you learn to master your reactions through silence, you create an atmosphere of respect and authority around you. People begin to notice that you are not easily shaken or manipulated. They see a person who operates from a place of purpose and self-control. And over time, this ability to remain calm and composed becomes one of your greatest strengths, setting you apart as a leader and a person of influence. Silence is your shield, your wisdom, and your strength. It is the power to govern yourself and to choose a path of peace, even in the face of provocation. Through silence, you demonstrate that your focus is on what matters most and that you will not allow distractions to derail your journey. Wisdom is magnified in the presence of silence. When you choose to speak less, you create an environment where your words carry weight and significance. Speaking sparingly is not about withholding knowledge, but about ensuring that what you say is measured, intentional, and impactful. A person of wisdom understands that every word spoken is an investment, and the return on that investment depends on its timing, content, and delivery. Silence gives you the time to think before you speak, ensuring that your words align with your values and purpose. When you are silent, you engage in reflection, and reflection leads to clarity. Without the pressure to fill every moment with words, you can process your thoughts, assess the situation, and speak only when your contribution will bring value. In this way, silence does not diminish your influence, it amplifies it. People are naturally drawn to those who are deliberate in their speech. When you speak too often or without purpose, your voice becomes just another part of the noise. But when you are selective with your words, they command attention. People pause to listen because they know that what you say carries depth and meaning. Silence, therefore, is not an absence of communication, but a powerful tool to make your communication more effective. Being silent also allows you to listen more. The wise person knows that understanding often comes not from speaking, but from hearing. By listening carefully, you gain insight into the needs, desires, and motives of others, enabling you to respond with wisdom rather than assumption. Silence becomes a posture of learning where you grow in knowledge and discernment, preparing yourself to speak with greater impact. In moments of conflict or tension, silence is especially powerful. It diffuses hostility, shows restraint, and creates an atmosphere where resolution is possible. When you choose not to react immediately, you shift the focus away from emotions and toward solutions. Your silence communicates that you are not easily provoked and that your response, when given, will be thoughtful and purposeful. Ultimately, silence is the companion of wisdom because it respects the value of words. It recognizes that your voice is a resource, and like any resource, it must be managed carefully. Speaking less allows you to guard your integrity, protect your reputation, and ensure that your contributions leave a lasting positive impact. Through silence, your wisdom is not only preserved but amplified, making you a person whose voice is both respected and remembered. Energy is one of your most precious resources, and silence is a way to conserve it. When you choose to be silent, you are making a deliberate decision to direct your energy toward what matters most. Speaking constantly or engaging in unproductive conversations can drain your strength, leaving you with little capacity to focus on your true purpose. Silence, on the other hand, preserves your energy, allowing you to channel it into meaningful action and growth. Every word you speak carries a cost. It requires mental, emotional, and even spiritual energy to express yourself. If you are not intentional about how you use your voice, you may find yourself exhausted by conversations that add no value to your life or purpose. Silence creates a boundary, protecting you from wasting energy on arguments, gossip, or trivial matters that do not align with your goals. It is a discipline that ensures your energy is reserved for what truly deserves it. Silence is also a form of focus. By choosing not to speak unnecessarily, you free your mind from distractions and create space for deeper thinking and creativity. It is in these quiet moments that your ideas take shape, your strategies become clear, and your vision is refined. Noise scatters your energy, but silence gathers it, concentrating your strength on the tasks and goals that will move you forward. Furthermore, silence helps you avoid the emotional toll of overreacting or speaking out of turn. When you respond impulsively, you often spend energy trying to repair the consequences of hastily spoken words. Silence prevents this unnecessary expenditure by giving you the time to reflect before you act. It ensures that your energy is used to build, not to undo or defend. In relationships, silence can be a tool of wisdom. Not every situation requires your input, and sometimes your silence communicates more than words ever could. It demonstrates patience, understanding, and respect, all of which preserve emotional energy and promote harmony. By not engaging in every conflict or debate, you maintain your peace and protect the energy you need for more important interactions. The practice of silence is not about withdrawing or disengaging. It is about being strategic with your resources. It recognizes that your energy is finite and must be managed wisely to achieve the maximum impact. When you conserve your energy through silence, you position yourself to be more effective in your actions, more intentional in your words, and more resilient in the face of challenges. Silence is not a loss of expression, it is an investment in your strength, ensuring that you have the energy to fulfill your purpose. Silence has the power to open doors that words cannot. When you choose to remain silent in situations where others might rush to speak, you create space for opportunities to emerge. Silence communicates patience, discipline, and a deep understanding of timing. It is not about passivity, but about recognizing the right moments to act or speak, allowing opportunities to align with your purpose. Many doors remain closed to those who are too loud, impulsive, or hasty, but silence has a way of unlocking what noise cannot. When you are silent, you become an observer. You notice things others miss, such as subtle cues, hidden opportunities, and the true intentions of people around you. This heightened awareness enables you to act with precision and clarity when the time is right. By choosing not to speak unnecessarily, you demonstrate that you are listening, learning, and positioning yourself for success. This creates trust and respect, which often lead to doors being opened by others who recognize your wisdom and composure. Silence can also be disarming. In moments of conflict or negotiation, silence shifts the dynamic, creating a sense of mystery and control. When you refuse to respond impulsively, you compel others to reevaluate their approach. Silence shows that you are not easily swayed by pressure or provocation, and this strength often leads to favorable outcomes. People are more likely to open doors for those who exhibit restraint and self-control than for those who are reactive or overly aggressive. Opportunities are often presented to those who can wait, watch, and prepare. Silence provides the environment for preparation. When you are not constantly speaking, you have time to refine your skills, develop your plans, and build the foundation for what is to come. This preparation ensures that when doors do open, you are ready to walk through them confidently and effectively. Many miss their opportunities because they are too distracted by noise to see the door in front of them, but silence keeps your focus sharp and your vision clear. Silence also attracts the right kind of attention. When you speak sparingly, your words carry more weight. People begin to notice that you do not waste your voice on meaningless chatter, and as a result, they are more inclined to listen when you do speak. This respect can lead to invitations, collaborations, and opportunities that might otherwise have been out of reach. Silence creates an aura of wisdom and purpose that draws others toward you, often opening doors you did not even know existed. Ultimately, silence is a strategy. It allows you to conserve your energy, observe your surroundings, and prepare for the right moment to act. It teaches you patience and discernment, ensuring that you do not push prematurely but wait for the timing to align. Silence is not the absence of action, it is the wisdom to wait for the moment when your actions will be most effective. And in this waiting, doors open, opportunities emerge, and paths are made clear. Silence reveals the truth about the people around you. When you choose not to speak, you create an atmosphere where the true character of those in your life begins to surface. Words can often mask intentions, but silence has a way of uncovering them. It forces others to reveal who they really are, not by what they say, but by how they respond to your silence. When you are silent, you step out of the noise and give people the opportunity to show their true colors. Some will respect your quiet strength and seek to understand you better, while others may grow uncomfortable and reveal motives that words might have hidden. Silence is a filter, separating those who are genuine from those who are insincere. It exposes who values you for who you are and who seeks to exploit you for their own gain. Silence also creates a space for observation. In this quiet, you can see patterns in behavior and actions that might otherwise go unnoticed. You notice who listens to you even when you are not speaking, who supports you without needing constant affirmation, and who respects your boundaries. Silence allows you to discern loyalty, integrity, and authenticity in a way that words never could. The absence of your voice can provoke reactions that reveal much about others. Some may become frustrated trying to draw you into unnecessary conversations or conflicts, while others may show patience waiting for you to speak when you are ready. These reactions provide insight into who respects your silence as a choice and who seeks to manipulate it for their own benefit. Silence, therefore, becomes a tool for discernment, showing you who deserves your trust and who does not. Silence also shifts the dynamics of relationships. When you stop speaking unnecessarily, you reclaim your power. It demonstrates that you are not dependent on others' approval or validation. This shift often causes people to reassess how they interact with you. Those who are genuine will adapt, valuing your silence as a sign of wisdom and strength. Those who are not will distance themselves, unable to manipulate or control someone who refuses to engage in their games. Through silence, you protect yourself from the influence of those who do not have your best interests at heart. It creates a boundary that ensures your energy is not wasted on those who do not value or respect you. Silence is not just about observing others, it is also about preserving your peace and focusing on relationships that uplift and empower you. Silence is not a retreat, it is a strategy to build meaningful connections while guarding yourself against harmful influences. It allows you to see people for who they truly are and to choose your relationships wisely. In the end, silence strengthens your discernment, ensuring that you surround yourself with those who add value to your life and purpose. Silence strengthens your connection to divine wisdom. In the stillness of silence, you create the space to hear the whispers of guidance that often go unnoticed in the noise of daily life. It is in these quiet moments that you align your thoughts, desires, and plans with a higher purpose. Silence is not merely the absence of sound, it is the presence of clarity, peace, and spiritual alignment. When you are silent, you step away from the distractions that pull your attention in countless directions. You create a sanctuary within yourself where you can reflect on your choices, listen for wisdom, and seek understanding. It is in this sacred space that clarity is born, not clarity born of human reasoning, but of divine revelation. Silence becomes the doorway through which insight flows, illuminating the path forward. Silence also fosters humility, reminding you that true wisdom does not come solely from your efforts or intellect. It requires you to acknowledge that there are answers you cannot find on your own, solutions you cannot devise, and directions you cannot devise, and directions you cannot see without divine input. By choosing silence, you position yourself as a receiver, open and ready to hear what is being revealed to you. This posture of humility invites wisdom to enter, bringing clarity and confidence. The act of being silent allows you to listen not only with your ears, but with your heart. It trains you to discern the subtle nudges and impressions that guide your steps. In the noise of life, these whispers are easily drowned out, but in silence they become clear. This connection is not about forcing answers, but about trusting that wisdom will come when you are still and attentive. Silence is also a form of surrender. It is an acknowledgement that you do not need to have all the answers immediately. By choosing silence, you release the need to control every outcome or solve every problem in your own strength. Instead, you rest in the assurance that the wisdom you seek will come at the right time. This surrender brings peace, reducing the anxiety and pressure that often accompany decision making. In moments of silence, you are reminded of your purpose and priorities. It is in the quiet that you reconnect with your values, realign with your goals, and reaffirm your commitment to the path set before you. Silence becomes a time of renewal, strengthening your resolve and providing the clarity needed to move forward with confidence and conviction. Ultimately, silence is not passive, it is active waiting. It is a deliberate choice to create space for wisdom to flow into your life. In the silence, you gain insight, understanding, and direction. This connection to divine wisdom is what empowers you to navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and fulfill your purpose. Through silence, you find the strength and clarity to move forward with boldness and faith. Silence is a powerful force for personal growth and transformation. When you embrace the quiet, you create the environment necessary for deep reflection and inner change. It is in silence that you confront your own thoughts, fears, and desires without the distraction of external noise. This introspective space allows you to assess where you are, where you've been, and where you are going, providing the clarity needed to make meaningful shifts in your life. Silence reveals the truths within you that may otherwise remain hidden under the layers of daily activity and external pressures. In silence, you become more aware of your inner voice, the voice of your intuition, your conscience, and your deeper self. It is the voice that knows your purpose and your potential. In the quiet, you begin to hear that voice clearly, unclouded by the opinions or distractions of the world around you. This is the voice that calls you to grow, to become more than you are today, and to step into your greatness. By choosing silence, you allow yourself the time and space to confront the parts of yourself that need healing, growth, or change. It is easy to avoid the discomfort of self-reflection by filling your time with noise, but it is only in the quiet that transformation occurs. Silence forces you to face your weaknesses, your habits, and your limiting beliefs head-on, providing the opportunity to release what no longer serves you and to cultivate what will propel you forward. Silence also encourages self-discipline. It teaches you how to quiet the constant chatter of your mind and focus on what is truly important. This ability to focus is essential for personal growth, as it allows you to direct your energy toward activities and thoughts that align with your purpose and vision. In silence, you practice the discipline of inner control, developing the mental and emotional strength to rise above distractions and remain anchored in your path. In the quiet, you are also reminded of the power of patience. Growth does not happen overnight. It requires time, nurturing, and consistency. Silence teaches you to trust the process of transformation, even when results are not immediately visible. It cultivates in you the patience to wait for the right moments and the wisdom to recognize that growth, like all things of value, takes time. Silence also deepens your connection to your spiritual self. It is in moments of stillness that you can hear the whispers of divine guidance, the pull of purpose, and the sense of peace that comes from being aligned with something greater than yourself. This connection strengthens your resilience, providing the inner fortitude to withstand challenges and persevere toward your goals. It reminds you that you are not alone in your journey, and that the strength to change, to grow, and to succeed is not entirely from your own efforts, but also from a higher source that supports you. Ultimately, silence is a tool for profound personal transformation. It is in these moments of quiet that you hear the call for change, that you are given the insights needed to move forward, and that you find the strength to shed old patterns and beliefs. Silence is not the absence of progress. It is the space where true transformation takes root, where your mind, body, and spirit align with the future you are destined to create. The world will try to rush you, provoke you, and demand your voice. But remember, silence is your ally. It sharpens your focus, protects your vision, and aligns you with your purpose. In silence, you will find everything you need to succeed: peace, clarity, and the wisdom to navigate life's challenges. Be silent, and you will receive it all.